Scorpio. Your extended reading will be on YouTube members. I'm no longer on Patreon. The link to YouTube members is in the description box below. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio. Oh, I love to see it. The Empress is coming out. Oh, wow. The Empress. The end all be all. You know, this energy kind of feels like this really, I mean, I love it. I just love tarot. It's giving heavy emphasis. Well, it's giving heavy Aries energy for me. Okay. Only because Aries reading was about continuing to choose yourself and healthy choices. And there is no other card, there's no other energy that embodies what healthy choices would look like. Like, you know how people say if hating was a person, right? I don't know. It's like if healthy was a person, the Empress would come out. And again, men and women, okay, can embody Empress energy, but it really kind of gives me Aries vibes, even though I'm doing a reading for Scorpio. But that's the whole point. You come in with the butterflies, the metamorphosis, the change, the growth, ultimately, the death and the rebirth, you know? And so when that process occurs, you are like new, and Aries energy represents that newness. Aries rules also the first house, which is about a new consciousness, a temperament, new beginnings, new leadership, the identity. You are now coming into your identity, your purpose, your path. It's a fresh start. And you see the fruit in the background, like everything. And then you see the harvest in the background, like everything about this is fresh, right? So I'm not saying that you guys have Aries placements, though you may. I mean, you do have Mars rules Aries, so that energy is there. The ascendant is responsible for Aries, it's definitely Aries energy, and so forth and so on. So I'm definitely getting that with you guys, Scorpio. It just feels like this is who you are. And it's interesting because the Empress, she has a necklace on, and the necklace looks like the hieroglyph for Mercury. We do have a Mercury coming up on August 5th. But Mercury rules Gemini, and Gemini's reading was titled, Someone is Realizing That You Think Differently. Therefore, they have to be different, right? They have to come different. They have to handle you different. You're not like everyone else. Mercury also rules Virgo, and Virgo's energy, they realize. See, there's emphasis on the realization with the mercurial energy. And again, the Empress has the Mercury necklace on. Virgo was, they realize that they don't want to lose you, right? And then, you know, Virgo connects to Chiron, which is responsible for our triggers, traumas, fears, pain. Most of which people will, you know, they try to avoid or deflect or project upon other people, and they don't want to own it as their own. But so there's always a history, a cycle that people go through in their relationships, because it's trying to show them that this reoccurring cycle that you don't like, that you feel like is hurting you, it's really just reflecting yourself. It's really reflecting what you refuse to own up for yourself. And so I'm definitely getting for you guys, Scorpio, like that pain, triggers, and traumas that you've gone through and took ownership of. And, you know, you realize like, okay, this may be happening, this reoccurring situation, or these relationships that I keep attracting, or what have you. This is a direct reflection of myself. This is not, somebody's son or daughter hurt me and they're a piece of shit. No, there's something within you that you are ignoring, or you're attracting, that you need to deal with, and then it's going to change your outer like reality here. Very spiritual energy, as it should be. Nothing about Scorpio should ever be taken lightly. This is definitely metamorphosis. This is what life is about. nothing about Scorpio energy should ever be taken at surface value. You're gonna fail before you even start trying to take that approach. And this is what I'm getting for you, Scorpio. Whether you're a man and or a woman, it's you. This is proof. This is definitely proof. And it's interesting with all the other signs that came out and their readings and what they were about. For someone to be realizing that you're different, for someone to be realizing that they don't want to lose you, that's a direct reflection of you. You have realized your worth. You have realized your worth. You realize that it's never your loss. It's the loss of someone else when it comes to you. Like you're not looking at it like, oh, it's my loss that, you know, they missed out. Like I missed out on that. Oh my God. No, now you have people looking and realizing, oh shit, it's my loss. I missed out on Scorpio. It's not the other way around. How did that happen? You know, like your energy naturally does attract people that will bring situations that cause you pain and trauma. But that's because that's what's going on within you, and it has to manifest outwardly so you can deal with that shit, right? Now that things are manifesting outwardly, and what is being manifested is people realizing that you are different, realizing that it's their loss. This is confirmation. This is a mirror. This is confirmation that you have healed. It's confirmation that you have owned up to your BS. This is confirmation that you have learned your lessons. Like, it's a lot of energy that's just coming out of just this one card alone. This is the reading. It's interesting because your last love message that I did for you, Scorpio, I titled it, A Promise is Being Fulfilled. What you don't want wants you. So it's just interesting, before what you wanted didn't want you, and now what you don't want wants you. And because these are relationship readings, I have to say that this has to deal with relationships. Yeah, you even have Judge Judy coming through to come through. Judge Judy is very, very intelligent, very, very smart, but she's very analytical. She is definitely, none of the decisions that she makes, it's head over heart with her, okay? Because the heart can get you effed up. You're making logical decisions that clearly are in your best interest. You're not thinking about what it is that the heart wants, or what it is that you need, or what you want, what you think you need, right? This is literally like, okay, this is what's being presented. All right, not only are you learning from the situation, learning from the person teaching you the lesson, but it's like you're not getting all like emotionally invested in it to where things now become Seven of Cups confusing. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, and then that's when people start making up excuses, and that's when people start tapping into denial, or, you know, that's what just people do. When they don't want to come to terms that they may need to let someone go. Your energy is all about letting things or people go. That's what your energy is about. That is your cycle. Things have to be let go of so that they can start anew. People want to hold on, and they want to cling to something, and they really want to cling to somebody, and they want that somebody to change instead of them changing themselves. They will literally spend their lives waiting and trying to berate someone and pressure someone into changing their ways and their behaviors and their actions, and making them try to deal with their traumas and their BS. And they're just sitting there when the problem is them. Why are you waiting on somebody else to change? Why aren't you trying to change yourself? Why aren't you changing the fact that, like, you can't change the person? It's like people will come up with excuses to stay. And that's deriving from emotion. That's just what happens. You're not making those decisions. You are not doing that. Which is why you're able to see, you know, very clearly. It's interesting because we live in a society where, do I even want to go there? Doesn't matter right now. We just live in a society where you are labeled like mentally ill if you don't have or express emotion. But when you do express emotion, your emotions get manipulated. Everything in this world is designed to manipulate your emotions, because that's manipulating your mind. They go hand in hand. And so it's like, when you're unable to be emotionally manipulated, now you are deemed as psycho, a sociopath, heartless. Whereas if you were emotionally like expressive or whatever the case is, you wore your heart on your sleeve, I promise you, you would be getting manipulated. You would be getting used and taken advantage of. So is it really a negative thing for people to consider you emotionless, antisocial, or whatever these things are? Are they really saying that because they can't manipulate you? Anywho, what time is it? Let me get one more card. I'm going to take this into the extended, because I'm very interested. I really love to see the Empress with the Queen of Swords, because it's like, you know your worth. You have the compassion, the love, care, and concern. You absolutely do, and you have it in abundance. You have a lot of creative energy, whether some of you are pregnant, or this is just, you have a lot of creative energy within you. Potential, in other words, growth. You just have potential is really what I'm getting. You have it within you, but you're very discerning of who and what you're giving. Yeah, who and what you're giving it to. That's a very smart person. That's a very smart man. That's a very smart woman to be this way. You're not just giving birth. You're not someone's birthing mule. You're not just giving your energy to anyone that gives you attention, that sounds good, that makes things sound good. Judge Judy energy, right? You're not just, you're just not open. Whereas everybody else is open. Yeah, we have the 8 of Cups coming out in the reverse. So this 8 of Cups in the reverse, it's giving me an energy that I have to be picking up on someone else's perspective of you. Like this is someone who does not want you to doesn't want you to turn your back on them. Because it doesn't make sense if I'm talking about you. You're the Empress, or, man or woman. You're the Queen of Swords, man or woman. And then we have the 8 of Cups reverse. This has to be someone on the outside that is like, no, I don't want this Empress to turn their back, whether you're a man or a woman. They don't want you to turn your back and to emotionally detach and to distance yourself. They don't want this. I'm telling you, they just don't. That's what I'm getting immediately. Yeah, we have the 3 of Swords here. So this 3 of Swords could be talking about you. This is, again, what you have learned to become this Empress, Queen of Swords energy combo. Even the Queen of Swords has butterflies as well. So that lets me know that there is a rebirth in the mind, and it all starts in the mind. I think my last Why Are They Mad, there was heavy emphasis on the mind, a renewing of the mind. New mind, who this, right? It's like you don't even recognize yourself anymore. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse, and in a relationship reading, this is definitely talking about an opportunity, a new beginning, some level of commitment here. This is in the reverse. So I'm definitely getting a vibe that I'm now picking up on someone on the outside. Yeah, well, here's the Emperor reverse. Well, damn. Well, damn. Just split the deck, and here's the Emperor, but the Emperor is in the reverse. So for the Emperor, not only is that a pair with the Empress, but for the Emperor to be in the reverse, obviously someone is feeling powerless. And I don't gloat about someone feeling powerless. That's not something I get wet over. But that lets me know, for someone to be coming out powerless, lets me know at some point they may have held all of the power. Or someone can't conquer you. It's like they cannot make you change or, be who they want you to be, or tolerate rather what they want you to tolerate, right? And to deal with what they want you to deal with while being open and giving, and they're just in a negative, low vibrational type of energy. So I'm going to get into this on YouTube members. Again, I am no longer on Patreon. I'm going to be deleting that later. Talk about change. So if you're interested, the link will be below for the extended version of this. So So I want to look at the Three of Swords because I feel like that's what made you into this Empress energy, but ultimately taught you how to become this Queen of Swords. And just very discerning. And that Empress energy, like, you're a fool. Like, you know, you're a fool. Like, it's like you are full of, like, love and whatever else people think that they are looking for in other people. You're full of it because you are discerning, because you're not wasting your energy here. You're not doing that. Like, you know, it's like you are like a brand new, like, you're just brand new, like a brand new car nobody has ever driven before. Like, you are like a new experience, like you are just new. Nobody has ever experienced you before. That ultimately makes you rare. That makes you rare. You know, it's no shade or judgment, but it's like there's a lot of people who are used. They're used and washed up. They've been with multiple people. You know, multiple people have seen their pussy and whatever else. Multiple people have seen and experienced their dick. Like, it's nothing special anymore. It's just there. You know, it's like they don't have anything to offer anyone that someone hasn't already done before or whatever. Like, there's no new experience that they could have really with anyone because they've had it with someone or multiple people before. And it's like, when it comes to you, sure, you're obviously taking the road less traveled. Sure, your life may be lonely because of this. You know, sure. But at the end of the day, you are, like, ultimately, like, rare. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody looks at a brand new car that hasn't been driven before and feels pity for the car. If anything, they're excited to be the first one. They're excited. Like, people are excited to be the first one to ever do something. Like, it's like they make, it's like, just think about it. People try to compete. Like, yeah, I knew that first. Oh, I did it first. Like, everybody's competing to do something first. So just imagine you have so many things about you that someone could, like, you have so many first experiences that you could offer someone. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, the reason for that is because you're discerning. Like, it's amazing that people are ass backwards mentally. They think the more experience they have with sex and all that other shit and relationships, like, that makes them like, nah, if any, like, I don't want you because all these people had you. It's like literally trying to buy a car that has high mileage. I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. So that's really what I'm getting. It's just, you are in this Empress energy because nobody has ever, you know, experienced you like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. I've even, you know, I've told myself many times, like, I don't want a man that has children with someone because they've already experienced, like, that to me is life. Like, you having children with someone, I think that's like the highest pinnacle of what life is about. And you've already experienced that with someone. Like, why? I don't want that. Like, I've never experienced that. And so if I get pregnant by you and you already have kids or whatever the case is, like, I'm going to be excited. This is my first experience, but you already had it. There's nothing special about it to you because you've already gone through this before. Whereas for me, like, oh my God, this is like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the energy. It's, you know, what's the Three of Swords? Yeah, Chariot is coming through. So that's an indication that you have moved on from Three of Swords energy. But we knew this already because you wouldn't be in this Empress or Queen of Swords energy. Like, you just would not be. Like, that's like high level. Not everybody's in that vibe. But this is also, I'm kind of getting like, this is how someone else is viewing you also. We have the Four of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Clarifying the Three of Swords. But again, this could be you. Like, this is something that you have changed. Like, this is something that you have grown from, you know? Kind of like being in this Three of Swords, sad, depressed, hurt energy. being despondent, you know, even further depressed or bored with the Four of Cups, or just feeling like shit is not fair. Going through Ten of Swords energy where, you know, you just had it, like you've been stressed out, you've been at your wits' end, like this is something that you have moved on from. But this could also be someone that you're moving away from as well. Like they may be in this Three of Swords energy, somewhere that you have evolved from, somewhere that you have grown from. And they're still stuck in this energy. And it's like they see you moving on, like you're not willing to really deal with that shit. It's like someone can't bring you back to a place that you leveled up from. You get what I'm saying? So it's like whoever this Emperor is, they may be in a space that you were before. And you're just not willing to go back to a place that you've leveled up from. You get what I'm saying? And we do have the Three of Pentacles reversed with the Four of Wands. So I'm also, I mean, I feel like it's both ways. Like this is something that you've grown from. But I also feel like this is something that someone else may be going through, or this is what they're viewing from, like viewing of you. Like, wow, they were in the same situation I was in, but yet they got out of it, you know? This Four of Wands kind of reminds me of astrology with the houses. Yeah, look, that's crazy. I was saying astrology with the houses. This is, with the High Priestess coming out, it just feels like when I think of astrology and it's like, oh, you have Mercury in, I don't know, Scorpio in the, I don't know, 8th house. It's like what was going on in that 8th house was all of these things pertaining to this Three of Swords, like. So I definitely feel like some of you may have like Cancer placements also. Libra, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Sag. But this is what you've learned, all right? Like you have the secrets of pain, Three of Swords. Like you have a full understanding of it. Like that's really what I'm getting. Like this is the house that you learn. I don't know, some of you may have like an 8th house and this reading resonates with you where this is what you've learned in that 8th house. Others of you, it may be the other way around, but I digress. All right, we do have the Six of Swords trying to come out with the Eight of Wands reversed here. So again, I just kind of feel like this is someone who they may be able to think ahead or whatever the case is, but I don't really see them doing any action. Like they're just not moving on. What is the Ace of Pentacles? It's interesting because Libra's reading, I was getting like you were unsure about something, but you were going to go through with it anyway. And now it just feels like you're just cutting something off. Yeah, we have the Five of Cups here. So either you or them, okay, someone is sad that they missed out on an opportunity or it just didn't go anywhere. The Ace of Pentacles is like a seed that should grow, right? Like it's like going to the store to buy a whole bunch of seeds, all right, with the intention to plant them and to nurture them and for them to grow. This is letting me know that like someone went to the store and those seeds are out, like, you know, so someone's sad about it. And this Ace of Pentacles kind of feels like the Empress energy. So it's like someone is not, they are missing out on the opportunity to like kind of like grow in your energy or take part. You already have all of the seeds, you have the growth around you, right? So this is definitely about someone else that they're not, you know, they're kind of like sad that they didn't, I don't know, that Six of Swords, it's like it kind of feels like they knew better, but with the Eight of Wands reversed, they weren't ready to do better, or they just didn't want to do better. And now it's kind of like the opportunity is gone. Yeah, we have the Nine of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles reversed. It's like someone didn't want to do the work. They didn't want to do the work that would require, like the work required to grow a garden, i.e. like grow a relationship, right? They didn't want to get over whatever they're triggered and like with their, whatever they're in like pain over, like they still want to kind of hold on to this. It kind of reminds me of Leo's energy a bit, where somebody wanted to be the victim. And someone being mad that you refuse to kind of like entertain their victimhood and kind of go along with their bullshit. So, you know, people who are non-committal, they have excuses as to why they're non-committal, but they also want you to be understanding of them being non-committal because of what they've gone through, instead of trying to heal and move past it and offer you the commitment that you deserve, right? Like, that's one of those energies. Someone you refuse to stroke their ego. Like, oh, you've been hurt. I understand. You're scared of commitment. I understand. I'll wait until you're ready. I'll deal with everything else that comes with waiting, the bullshit, the hesitancy, the resistance. But I'll still be open. I'll still open my legs and give sex, and we're gonna act like a boyfriend and girlfriend, but without the commitment. Oh, because I understand you've been hurt before. Like, that's the energy, right? Like, someone they didn't want to work on their sadness or whatever the case is. They wanted to be the victim. Exactly. You have the star here. That's just what they wanted to do. They didn't want to heal it. And then going back to, you know, someone is realizing you're different with the star card. And then someone's realizing they don't want to lose you. Like, this feels like, you know, this is an energy of it's too late now. You know, with the star, like, you are different. You know, wish upon a star, you know, it's like a shooting star, very rare. And somebody is like sad because they missed it. They really did miss it. And a lot of you're not looking at it like you missed out. They did. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Seven of Wands. I told you they missed it. Now it's blocked. I don't know, man. Like, I look at this kind of like a very spiritual energy, but it's really like your vibe, your energy, your purpose. When you come into someone's life, it's like you're a gift, like, for real. And I'm not saying that to gas any of y'all up, but it's like you truly are a gift. And it's like people have a certain amount of time, like the time that the clock is ticking for them to realize that you are truly a gift sent to them. And it's just interesting that people are fumbling you. It's almost like, it's like that car analogy, like people are being gifted brand new, never before used cars. And they're so like, oh no, who's just gonna gift me a car? No, like they'll try to sabotage it or come up with reasons as to why they can't accept the gift of the car. Only to realize that the car didn't really come with any strings attached. Like, all they had to do is accept the gift and do right and treat the car right and take care of the car and la 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 la. That's kind of like you. It's like you are truly a gift to these people, and they don't want to accept the gift because subconsciously they know they're undeserving of it. But they don't want to do the work to like become deserving of it. It's very interesting. Because some of you may feel like you're undeserving of love or genuine love or the kind of love that you want. Like, some of you may think this way about yourself, when again, that may not be your energy you're picking up on. You may be picking up on other people, High Priestess energy. You may be picking up on other people's foundations with the High Priestess and the Four of Wands. You may be picking up on other people's energy, what they believe on and what they're standing on, like their belief systems that they have built up about themselves and whatever the case is that they're not willing to break down and demolish to rebuild again. You may be picking up on other people who feel like they are undeserving, and yet you're picking up on it intuitively, High Priestess energy, thinking that you are undeserving, thinking that you're not worth it, you know, thinking that something's wrong with you, thinking that, you know, you're unworthy of love or whatever the case is, when really you may be picking up on other people. We even have the Hermit here. That's how I just know your energy is very, very spiritual right now. Not to say it never is, but this reading is. It's like, I don't know. It's like with every rejection, sure, that's God's protection, but it's more so a lesson. With every rejection comes a lesson for you. Like that's why you're getting smarter. And, you know, that's why it's a very interesting feeling. Like you're becoming, I don't want to say heartless, but it's like you're no longer like taking offense to things, or if people reject you, or, you know, or i.e. the car, you're not like, oh, well, damn, something's wrong with me that they don't want to take the car, that the gift that I'm, you know, like you're looking at them like, damn, there must be something's really going on with you. Like, you know, like you are looking at yourself truly as a gift, a rare gift. And if people want to overlook that, like you're no longer internalizing it like, damn, there's something wrong with me. You're looking at everyone else like, yeah, something really, it's like exposing other people. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you know, sure, this may come off like you're becoming emotionally unavailable to others or just losing interest in people in general. Becoming that Scorpio closed off energy, right? Like you get what I'm saying? But it feels, it's like justified. Like you're no longer feeling bad about it. Like you're just like, you know what? Like people really, how they treat you, you really are looking at it like that's like a mirror. Like how people treat you or overlook you, deny you rather, reject you even, like you're no longer internalizing it. You're literally like, yeah, that's literally how you feel about yourself. That it's like you're seeing through the eyes of people, and that's that high priestess energy. Like you're seeing in people's souls. And that's what 8th house merging and all that is about. It's not necessarily merging sexually, like with someone, or becoming one with someone in a relationship sense. Like that literally could just be talking about you being able to see through people. How they treat you is a direct reflection of how they feel about themselves. Like that's what you're able to see. And that's yet another discerning Queen of Swords energy with the High Priestess. Like it's a very powerful thing. Like, I mean, you come after Libra with a relationship, you know, the shit that people see on the outside. But here you are, you see things in the dark. You see what's really going on. What is the 8 of Cups? So, yeah, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So, like I said, like this is definitely someone who wants to hold on to you. They do value you, or they're now realizing after they've been blocked that you are like valuable. Okay, they're realizing like, damn, yeah, Ace of Cups is reversed. So this is like back to the cards to help you understand. It's like, damn, now that you've taken the car off the table or you closed the deal, like, you know what? Okay, you don't want the car. You want to keep trying to find problems with the car. You don't, it's a gift. There's no payment. Like you want to just keep finding problems with it. Yeah, funny. I keep mentioning cars and here's a Chariot, right? All right, then fuck it. We'll just give the car to someone else. And it's like only then that someone's realizing like, oh shit, that car really was like for me. It was really a gift for me. Damn, it had no mind. It's like now people are seeing the greatness of the gift of the car, but they were so hell bent on like after it's being taken away. Like it's like now that you're leaving people's lives, now that they missed the deadline, you're truly a gift to people. You truly are, and people keep rejecting you because they know that they're not deserving. But it's only when you cut things off and you move on or whatever the case is, now they're like, oh shit, I can't believe I just literally shit on that gift. I can't believe I literally try to find a fault or a problem with a gift. I hope that makes sense. I feel like this also too, maybe the catharsis for, again, remember I was mentioning the Empress was kind of giving me like, remember I kept saying it gives me Aries energy, and here's the Emperor, right? I didn't even notice that until just now. You see, it's like people are just noticing something now. And I'm 18 minutes into this video alone. The other one was 14 minutes. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so there's, time is of the essence. Don't even remember what I was going to say now. Fuck. Yep, here's the 5 of Swords reverse. Like I said, it's like people are realizing that they played a mental mind game on themselves. Like they played themselves, really, and now they're missing out. Yeah, justice. Like this is somebody who, it's like they literally, it's like they took a bad deal and then got themselves locked the fuck up for a crime they never even did. Like, this is like someone literally taking a bad deal because they didn't have proper counsel, i.e. themselves. Like, they didn't have the proper mental capabilities or maturity, rather, to really think some shit through. Like, this is someone who played themselves, and then here's justice. Like I said, this is literally like, you know, closing the deal. This is like, okay, you don't want the car? All right, the opportunity is gone. Boom, and it's stamped. Judge Judy energy, the shit is stamped. Knight of Swords is the, oops, shit. Knight of Swords is even coming out reverse. I see the Devil here. Yep, now we got the Queen of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles, so I don't know. Or this may be someone that wants to come back. I don't know. We do have the Page of Swords reversed, so to me, you're not talking. We do have the Page of Cups. So I don't know. This Justice, honestly, it's definitely, this could even just be someone is like thinking this through. Like they're, I guess, trying to think this through. Yeah, we even have the King of Cups coming out reverse. Or at least they're feeling, I don't know. Or this is someone who's like trying to hold on to some injustice, or I don't really know. That's interesting. It's like, I don't even know at this point. So this is kind of feeling like, you know, someone, yeah, we have the Hierophant. This is like someone who doesn't know why they may have treated you this way, or why they rejected you, in other words, or why they weren't willing to. It's like someone doesn't really understand why they did something, or the lack thereof, why they didn't do something. Like, because now it just doesn't make any sense. This also kind of reminds me of like people who are open and vulnerable to the wrong people, and then that rare chance that it's the right person, they're super closed off to. It's like people are just, they always have shit wrong and ass backwards. Like they will trust someone who's untrustworthy. They know they are, but they will still trust them. And then when it comes to someone who is trustworthy, they will literally treat them like there's something wrong with them, like they're suspicious, like you're out to get me type of shit. Like people are really fucked up. They trust and love all the wrong people, and then when it's the right person, they treat them like hell nah. Like it's a very interesting thing. Yeah, I have I like you coming out. So someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, and wanting to date. I think that you, I don't know, I think it's too late for that. I mean, you tell me, but it says the Sword and the Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. We also have twin flames here. All right, we also have the Chaser. So Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. So like I said in the beginning, like that Leo energy I was picking up on, it's like someone wanted to be the victim, and it's like you ultimately, if you accepted that energy, you would have been the chaser. You would have been the one trying to get someone to see your worth, basically trying to prove your worth to someone who should be able to see your worth from the beginning. Like, how do you not see the Empress like energy? She's pregnant. Like, how do you not see that shit? Like, you know, like, how do you not notice someone's pregnant, right? That's the energy. Like, how do you not notice someone's different? How do you not see someone's, like, worth? Or how do you not see that? In your case, it's like, how do they not see that you're different? So it's like someone, they have a fear of abandonment issues, or they just have issues deriving from fear. And you would have been the one chasing this person. And I just feel like you, because you know your worth, because you have discernment, because you're healed, you don't have, like, you don't need the validation that they clearly need. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing that. I can't say they're mad, but I can definitely feel like they're sad. Yeah, look, at the bottom it says emotionally unavailable. So this is definitely someone who's emotionally unavailable. We have a serial dater. So this is definitely someone who obviously is like, they've been around. Yes, other people have, like, they're like, they got high mileage. A lot of people have been able to drive their car, right? But this is definitely someone, when someone's a serial dater, that reminds me of Libra energy. Like, they're not dealing with their problems. Like, remember I was saying how there's something about this where I was like, I don't know anymore. Like, shit just got confusing out of nowhere. And then you have the Hierophant on top of that. It's like someone is, they're not able to tell you why they can't, or if they do tell you why they can't commit or whatever the case is, like, they're not doing anything to fix the problem. They just keep jumping from person to person. And it's just interesting that they will jump from person to person, but when you came around, all of a sudden they were unwilling to jump from person to person. Now all of a sudden they wanted to pump the brakes. Now all of a sudden they want to use, oh, I've been hurt before and da 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 da. It's like they wanted to act like they were turning over a new leaf. When it comes to you, when really they're just using it as an excuse, because subconsciously they know your energy. They know that they would have to heal. They know that they would have to address their BS that they're still holding on to that's confusing, and it's baby energy. So the pages, this is definitely something from, sure, childhood, but this is also something that is not developed. This isn't something that's not been explored. There's no growth. This is someone who has stunted growth with this Four of Pentacles here. And they know that you obviously are on Hierophant energy, like especially with the High Priestess. Some of you are spiritual, like I was mentioning in the beginning. Others of you, this is just a vibe that they know that they would have to address why they're emotionally unavailable. Some of you are emotionally unavailable because you're in self-preservation mode. Again, you're coming out as Empress. You have a lot to offer, but you understand that a lot of people don't deserve that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like you boom. This person is emotionally unavailable because they have some type of wounding when it comes to commitments, but it's because this is, to me, it's like self-inflicted. You know someone isn't trustworthy, at least subconsciously you do, but yet you still go ahead and go through with it. And then when they hurt you, now you're like, oh, they hurt me. Like, you are trying to be the victim. Like, you're trying to create this victimhood to hold on to. And then you jump from person to person so that you can then perpetuate you being hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then when somebody comes in that has the potential to heal you and to, like, you know, help you go deep down up in there to figure out, to gain clarity, to grow, okay, to evolve, to heal, to forgive, and to move on, all of a sudden now they have, yeah, I can't because, but they didn't have that same energy with the people that weren't shit, and they knew they wasn't shit. They were willingly jumping from person to person, knowing that these people were not good for them, but they still stuck around with no reservation. But now they have reservations with you, the one that can change them, or help change them rather. You are the gift. And now all of a sudden they want to implement the very energy that they should have been implementing to avoid these other people that they knew wasn't good for them. It's a very interesting thing. We have someone is trying to get pregnant by your man. Take that as you may. This may be like who they are surrounded by, like basically games and relationships, manipulative tactics from others. You know, power plays, you know, just maliciousness. Like, oh, like, I'm not really into you. I'm just going to try to get pregnant by you so I can get money, or, you know, feel like somebody's responsible for me. I'm someone's obligation, like games. I look at that as like some type of game, some strategic type of game. And this is who they are used to dating and dealing with. Okay, it's interesting though, the pregnancy came out, and then here's the Empress who is pregnant. So that could very well mean something, the pregnancy literally. But I kind of look at this as like kind of like a spiritual, creative, energetic snatchers, like the energetic vampires, I'll say. That's kind of how I'm looking at that. We have hygiene is lacking. So that to me is also kind of like a spiritual hygiene that's lacking, where this is definitely like soul ties, okay? If I take it back down to the 3D, serial dating and hygiene is lacking can indicate, you know, STDs, or it's someone's just sexual health. They've been with a lot of people, so their sexual health is just not good. We have karmic situation. And that's like another thing. Oh my God, I'm getting grossed out. I don't know if there's Virgo energy up in here, because now I'm starting to get grossed out. Like, it's someone who, I'm not going to say they raw dog everyone, but they're definitely like into oral and shit like that. And then here you go trying to talk to them and this, that, and the third. And it's just nasty. I'm sorry. Like, y'all be kissing people who was just eating ass and pussy, that like, hell nah. We have a karmic situation here. We have a very deep connection. And karmic situations are the same as twin flame situations. They are one of the same. Okay, I know that just hurts your heart. I know you want to argue. They are one of the same. We have cheaper to keepers coming out. We have not ready to commit. We have family court. We have ride or die. And this is it. We do have we'll meet at a random place. We also have they need you. Take that as you may. But that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I'm not going to extend this one because I really felt connected to this one, so I guess I want to show off just a bit and post this publicly. But the rest of my readings will be on YouTube members, okay, you guys? Again, I'm not doing Patreon anymore. So all my extended videos will be on YouTube members. The links will always be in the description box below, all right?